Alright, welcome to our very first Varsity's tasting.
Yeah.
I hope everyone's super excited for all of this. First up, we've got our Panda Land on the list.
Okay, let's have a look. Cool, so for taste, I'm going to give it about a 6. For health, I'd say probably an 8. Value for money, 5.
So for taste, I'm gonna give it a 5.5 because I felt like they tried to do too much, too many flavors. It's like your mouth was under attack. And for health, I don't know, maybe 6. Yeah, 6 sounds about right. And value for money, I don't know. I feel like I could get full out of that, so maybe an 8. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 6 for taste. I think an 8 for health, and I would say actually an 8 for value for money because healthy food is expensive. So, yeah.
I think it's really tasty, and anything that's like, so I think taste wise I'm gonna give it a 7. But health, anything that's really tasty is like generally not very healthy, so I'm gonna give it a 4 for health. But value for money, I think about a 7. Yeah.
So for taste, I think I'll give them a 7 because they were stingy on the mayo. I couldn't taste it, but then that's cool. For health, okay, this doesn't seem pretty healthy, so I'll give them something like a 5. And value for money, they get a solid 7.
For taste, I'm gonna give it a 6. They could have done more. Like, there's no black pepper. There's nothing else. It's just literally bread, cheese, and chicken, and mayo. That's it. For health, 5. I was gonna give them a 4, but I think this is brown bread. And yeah, value for money, 7, 7.5.
I think for taste, I'm gonna say a 7. And I think health-wise, it's actually not so bad. Like, it's got, you know, a little bit of veg here, a bit of meat. It's got kind of everything. I would say maybe a 5.5. And for value for money, I'd say a 6. It's pretty good. I like it.
That's very nice. No immediate flavor jumps out. I mean, the sense of the palate's quite flat, but it's very tasty. So for taste, definitely getting a 7.5. As far as health, it seems very carby, very sort of like mass-produced, like catering food type, which isn't generally quite healthy. So I think a 5 for that. But value for money, this is a big meal, and I think for the money you're spending on it, yeah, definitely cracking an 8.
So for taste, I'm gonna give it a solid 8. Tastes good. And then for health, can get a pretty 7. And then value for money, okay, this will fill you up very good, so we'll get a 7.5 just because you don't get a drink with it.
Okay, so the pizza tasted really good in my opinion because I think all unhealthy food tastes really good. So I'm gonna give that a 7. But health-wise, like 4. That crust, it was like that thick. But so definitely 4. And then value for money, I don't know. I don't think it's that good value for money. I think that would be like a 5.
I was kind of disappointed in the taste because it looked so good, so I kind of had high expectations. So I'd say a 5 for that. But in terms of health, I would also say like a 4. But I think value for money was actually huge, so I'd say a 6 at least or something.
Taste-wise, I will give that a 4. Like, it didn't look great, it didn't taste that amazing, and it tasted a little bit undercooked. Honestly, like the sauce was like they just put it on there and put it in the oven for like 10 minutes and that was it. Health-wise, a 3. And value for money, I guess if you're into that kind of thing, then maybe a 7, like it's gonna fill you up. But yeah, with what though? Like Anyways.
I think all I could taste was tzatziki, literally, and then this was a little bit soft, although it looks like it's toasted. So I'm actually going to give it a 4 for that. I would say for health, it's got like a bit of lettuce and it's quite crispy, and it's got a little, a bit of cucumber, so maybe a 6. And I think for value for money, it's pretty big and it's quite full, so maybe a 5 if you're into so much tzatziki.
Okay, yeah, taste-wise, not great. Too much, just like white sauce. So, also is 5 for taste. Health, I think it's pretty good. Like that's what you're into. Maybe a 6. And then value for money, it is pretty big and it is pretty full. So I'll give it a 6 as well.
It was some weird kind of mayo, but like it's not that great. So it's gonna get a 5. Health, grilled chicken's good. It's better than fried chicken, but it's still heavy in carbs and heavy in this weird, funky mystery sauce. So I'm gonna give it a solid 5 right there as well. And value for money, like it's big, but it's not to the extent that it makes you like, wow, I'm gonna be super full like other stuff. So it's gonna get a 6, 5.5, 5.5.
I'm gonna give it a solid like 8 for taste. I'm not very picky though, so I could just be nice. And then for health, it is quite healthy, so it will be up there for like 7, 8. It's one of the healthier options. And value for money, I mean we've got a combo of things going on, which is pretty cool. So also 8 for value of value for money. Eh? It's a pretty good meal.
The samosa is kind of like the dough is kind of like papery, and like so it's not my favorite one in the world. So for taste, I'm gonna give it like a 7. I was gonna get an 8, but the samosa kind of brought it down. And then health, I feel like this is quite healthy. So I'm gonna go with an 8. And value for money, 7. Just because, no, 6. I don't want to pay 9 for a samosa. Okay.
Let me try out the samosa. Samosa is good, but it's not amazing. I think the pastry is quite, I don't know, it's like kind of thickish in a way. Normally when I go to higher taste, I get the butternut samosa, which I think is slightly better than this one. So I would say like 7.5 for taste overall. Health, it's really good. It's like rice and butternut and cabbage balls, but the cabbage balls look like they're fried. And it's also quite starchy sometimes because they include potatoes as well as rice. So I would say maybe 7.7 for health. And for value for money, I would say 9 because you do get a lot of food, and yeah, I think it's quite flavorful.